Hello everybody and welcome back to Victoria to the Supernations Mod, a Disunited America campaign. Last episode, of course, we just got started. Now we're jumping straight into the gameplay. Deseret. We are the Holy Land, ladies and gentlemen. We have a few different... Okay, so apparently we're ruled by reactionaries, first off. We are not changing any of this. This may actually need to be fixed in that case. Intellectuals, right off the bat, we need... Why does that look weird? I didn't like that before, I don't think. Anyways, we are getting 2.4 research points. That's our base. 11.19, that's actually not that bad. Empiricism, let's go straight for that. Gonna ignore that. We do have a few decisions. So first off, you'll notice there's nothing to do. Let me load the game one day. There we go. One day. They got rid of all the US stuff. So we got Deseret over here, Salt Lake Valley. We got all the new provinces. We're kind of right in that region, the western coast. I'm actually making a mod scenario. Maybe I'll make a scenario where basically you can choose a start date inside of the United States of America. That could be interesting. So anyways, we got two decisions right off the bat. We got high on the mountain tops. We're basically till May 1st, 1942. So the Salt Lake Valley has now become the center of the Mormon faith as members across the nation escape persecution and new converts join the faith every day. And so, of course, we got population growth increases here in Salt Lake Valley. So now we get some good old pop growth. We are very small, aren't we? So 31.98 thousand. Proclaim the kingdom of God. So Deseret has become an independent nation. The Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints has become firmly entrenched in the government. Perhaps now is the time to proclaim the coming of the Lord's kingdom. So we gain 11 prestige and we get the kingdom of the God has been proclaimed. Now, this one's a doozy. This is kind of where everything just starts off right off the bat. So we proclaim the kingdom of God. So the kingdom of God has been proclaimed. It is nigh come time for Lord's kingdom on earth to be proclaimed. His gospel shall resound through all ears, and his words will be governed as law. Now is the moment our independent state of Deseret can be truly consecrated as God's kingdom on earth. His kingdom has arrived. The type of government changes the Theocratic Council, which is one of the new government types released in this update. Gain 11 prestige. So Mormons the primary culture. Dixie are removed from accepted cultures. For any province that belongs to... Okay. Anyways, we assimilate all pops and states. And we get a bunch of political reforms. And we get the Lord's faithful are being gathered event. Great. So right off the bat, you'll see that all the pops in Utah is now a member of the culture. Sorry, I'm like digesting food right now. Anyways, so we get all those benefits. They'll slowly resettle across the territory. Otherwise, we're obviously no longer Deseret, the kingdom of God. Golden country here. This is good stuff. Gather the lost tribes event. So with a new home finally attained, it has come time for the church to send missionaries throughout the globe. The lost tribes of Israel shall be gathered anew in Zion. So gain 11.3 prestige and get the Kingdom's Missionaries Venture 4th event. Birth of a nation. So obviously we'll pause right here. I'm going to lower that. I want to make sure that we actually are paused. The Mormon anthem. Is that even a thing? So lose 2 militancy. Leadership 100. That's what we want. Is all that leadership points, we go ahead and create generals right off the bat. So we got +4 attack. That is actually very good. Our other generals aren't very great, but Enoch Crittenden, Nephi Halleck. So of course you can see there's new names as well. So yeah, I actually like that. So we got that in place. Let's go ahead and increase this once again. I don't think I'm going to ally anybody. All they do is get us in wars. Yeah, I'm just not. We are going to keep... What is this? It's overlapping the policy. That's fun. Anyways, so there's some new policies as well. So law of tithe is one of them, as well as law of consecration. You can't really see it because it's overlapping, but basically gives a ton of buffs as far as how much taxes you're taking out and how much tariffs. So law of consecration basically is that everybody gives everything they have to the church. It does decrease what the pops require, their needs. Yeah, anyways. So that also helps us get a little bit of money. Let me go to increase to 5, get that all the way up. We definitely want our education to be all the way up, but we do have literacy pretty high at the moment. So that's actually pretty good for us. But we don't have enough to spend it on. We go lower if we could. But that should be fine for us. Kingdom's missionaries venture forth. So a marvelous thing is coming to pass. The Lord is fulfilling his promise that his gospel shall be as a stone cut out of the mountain without hands, which would roll forth and fill the whole earth. As Daniel saw in vision, let us therefore march into the future, for the Lord's kingdom on earth is nigh. So great and wondrous work is being wrought. So the kingdom of God gets guiding the lost tribes until 31st October or December 1956, giving the following effects: population growth plus 0.01%, goods demanded, assimilation rate, immigration traction. So obviously you get that negative modifier. I don't know why it says it's green. It shouldn't be green because we actually require more goods. Assimilation rate and attraction, which is good for us. So the Lord's faithful are being gathered from all corners of the kingdom. The Lord's faithful have gathered to heed the prophet's word. Let us all come to Zion. He proclaims, for the Lord's kingdom is nigh. Salt Lake Valley gets renamed to New Zion. Any population that's in here that's not Mormon will change by 100% and get the Selling the Kingdom of God event. So we got New Zion. There we go. Keep waiting. So I guess immigration is coming in, not a lot. Plurality, mobilization size, that's good. All of these are getting a lot more immigration. So obviously that buff isn't helping us a ton. It does put us on the board though. So yeah, we're getting a little bit of immigration, so that's fine. And it's, yeah, basically a waiting game. Our literally something's going up, or I think it's our intellectual that's going up, right? We're getting a lot more research points all of a sudden. Minimum life rating, plurality, that's good. So look at that in 18 at 64. Cool. Nitroglycerin. Organization of the kingdom of God. So as the Lord's kingdom increases in stature and the world grows in strife, the Lord has deemed us worthy of receiving blessings from on high. His earthly kingdom shall stand at the test of time. So let the stone roll forth. The kingdom of God gets army of God. Organization regain rate, mobilization size, land unit attack, and land unit defense. Our armies are basically better. We got fanatics. I wouldn't say the Mormons are fanatics. They're just saying that the... What's the word? They feel very strongly about the religion. They're willing to sacrifice themselves. There we go. I guess, is that... I don't know. Not fanatics in a bad sense. That's what I'm trying to say. Mobilization size, we get 1. So settling the kingdom of God. So now it's time for the people of the Lord to grow to found New Zion... throughout New Zions, throughout the kingdom of God. Let us encourage the migration of the Lord's people to build the Lord's kingdom. And sorry about that, guys. That was one of my videos uploading, and apparently I did not turn off the alarm or the sound. Anyways, New Zion gets Mormon settler expeditions, so plus 100% immigration push. So immigrations will be pushed out of that area and into other areas of the country. So we have a fair amount of immigration happening over in Pocatello. There's lots of gold there, though. That kind of makes sense. Let's get some militancy up. I'm going to pass some reforms. That's what I want to do. Obviously, we're a conservative party now. We have universal. I'm thinking changing our debt laws would be a pretty good start to everything. Getting our political rights would also be good. Because that increases up by plus 15%. Let's create some generals. Doesn't do us much good because we have no armies to put those generals on. But it's something. So plurality increases. Intellectual's going up very quickly. In fact, our literacy rate is rising quickly too. Yeah, immigration's going well. We're not getting obviously as much as I would like. But that should be fixed as we get more reforms. But I guess compared to other states in the this area, it's definitely not bad. Not bad at all. This money will go a long way to eventually ensuring we get some. Actually, in fact, let's just do that right now. So we got iron and coal here. So that actually gives us a lot of buffs if we want to go for, say, a steel factory and a machine parts factory. I think both will be very good. As far as trade, like we have steel's in high demand. Coal's in high demand. Machine parts are through the roof. It's heading that direction at least. Look at that. This is good. Analytical philosophy doesn't come out until 1870. We're getting a lot of new texts, which is good for us. More plurality is always good as far as our research goes. So 19.84%. Analytical philosophy doesn't come out until 1870. I am thinking we want to go for... Army techs are all discovered already, so we are good on that front. Navy, no, because we don't have a Navy. Business banks could be good as far as any tax efficiency increases. I'm thinking output efficiency will be good. The business regulations is actually quite good. Let's go for business regulations first. As far as culture, I'm not too concerned about functionalism or getting any education efficiency buffs anymore, because we're going to increase. We're already above that 50% threshold, and the 50% threshold is where we get clerks. So I think I'm pretty happy as far as that goes. 2.82%. We cannot increase. We can actually increase craftsmen as of right now. Should we? Like I said before, we are already over the 2% as well as far as intellectual, so we don't need any more research points. That's where it all goes. We're actually at 2.8. So we can go ahead and start increasing, encouraging craftsmen in preparation to have some factories going. Our factories won't be able to have a lot of population in them. At least for now. It's growing pretty quickly. Migration, pop growth. So, yeah. Our missionaries are doing work. They're knocking all those doors. Oh. Reclaim Deseret. So we gain 5 infantry, but we also get 11.3 prestige. I can't remember if this triggers a war or not. I know something triggers a war. I don't think that does. I'm going to wait, though. We don't have an army. They are protected by the Midwest Confederation, who does have an army. 9 brigades. We have 4 mobilized units we could technically attempt to muster. They are... Okay, so they're actually not at war with anybody anymore. I am going to take this opportunity. So, we gain a bunch of cores, gain 10 infamy. So I ordered a pizza from Domino's, and it's being made right now. I'm happy. Okay, anyways, gain 10 infamy, gain some prestige, all that good prestige, gain some cores, gain lots of cores, and yeah. Okay, so 15 infamy now. But we have cores over this area. Republic of Polk is not allied with anybody. They're actually at war with somebody. I want to go to war against both these people. We don't have much of an army, but we certainly have more than they have. So we're going to go ahead and mobilize. Send them all to New Zion. We actually have some... Oh, let's do this. I think we'll declare war on Moab. Let's do that first. That's a lot. It's not bad, though. Okay, so I'll go ahead and do that. We'll mobilize. We'll send our troops down south. We'll lose our immigration buff, which is unfortunate. Oops, I'm in Russia now. Yeah, we're getting a decent amount of immigration. That's fine. That's fine. We're at war with Polk. They're back at ally with the Midwest Confederation, which is... Yeah, they're at war with them. Like I said, it's still fine. Not the end of the world. This, though, this is going to take forever. I can tell you that much. Reserves are mobilized, but we do have Alexander Sickles. What happened to the guy with +4 attack? Now that is an issue. The Midwest Confederation just took Arizona. So we're going to go war against these guys, apparently. Not fun. But we'll manage. Federal basically leaving Republic of Polk with just the bottom portion here. Steam turbine or semi-optimization. Lots but I guess that's a factory cost increase. Commerce, scientific management looks like it'd be good. This is where most of our money is coming from business banks at the moment. That does give us some factory cost reduction, so I'm actually going to go for that. These factories will not be doing very great. Well, our population has basically doubled since we actually started that, though, in New Zion. Look at this. Our culture is actually also spreading, too. Those conversions are happening very quickly. Dope. I don't know if this is actually ahistorical. I don't know if the Mormons would actually go to war against anybody. So this could be actually very, very ahistorical. But flavor. It's fun. And yeah, let's keep getting those generals in line. We have what, 14 generals? Do we have any really nice ones? Kind of curious. +2 attack. We still have Enoch. This +4 attack. Nationalize the bank is a little bit of money. I'm not going to do that. We're going to go ahead and acquire all of our cores, Utah. As well as their Colorado cores or area. And I think we'll go straight for their capital. That'll give us a bit of war score. And they're allied. Yeah, they're still with the Midwest Confederation. I'm assuming the Midwest Confederation is going to go to war again at some point. In which case we can capitalize on that and just go ahead and declare war on them. Yeah, proceed. Yeah, I'll return the rest. Because that was ugly. Not ugly. Well, yeah, anyways. Their nation got annexed and released. We're going to demobilize. There we go. Our nation has expanded. Across the Rockies. And then we get our good immigration again. About 700 immigration. That's not bad. 3,000. Okay. I like that. Okay, that's actually super good. Not an event I planned for. Minimum life rating. Let's do functionalism, realism. Let's go for commerce. I'm going to go ahead and get the scientific management. Get that good old output, factory output increase. So these are, they're functioning. Build a fabric factory in Colorado and canned food in Idaho. Doesn't seem like those are good factories to have there. Immigration is now 890. What party should we go for? I need to fix that. I don't know why it's doing that. I wasn't doing that before. So I'm kind of confused. It could be the whole new politics screen. Yeah, probably the list box or the text box in it is a little bit small, so I could adjust that and it should be fine. Religious policy. I think we want a pro-military. Maybe the Union Party, the Conservatives. Should be fine. I mean, it's going to be elected anyways. Well, maybe. Apparently, we have a fair amount of electoral divide, even though we are predominantly conservative as far as ideologies go. I am going to go ahead and shoot for jingoism, just because I'm not really sure why. I don't know if it will spawn another political party. Sometimes political parties do change. Sometimes they don't. So they're not worth anybody. American Republic, holy crap. That's a weird looking flag. Did I put that? Can't remember if I put that or not. I think I did. Did I? I don't know. Their flag might be wonky. I'm just not realizing it. Full citizenship is good for me. Oof, there we go. Some railroads. Yeah, there we go. So now we have the Conservative Party in power, which does mean we are no longer collecting all that money. We are now on the law of tithe, so basically only 10%. 10% taxation. That's what it is. I'm going to go ahead and increase this just slightly. I don't think we really need much, but we do get some benefits as far as being able to encourage soldiers, because we can increase our military spending all the way. This is a fairly good political party to have, especially if you're not dying for money. It's pretty good. Why is it increasing railroads in Utah? Factory output efficiency. I thought already increased all the railroads is the issue there. Steam turbine. Let's do that. Increases mining, which basically also increases our production here, I believe. Because coal is something you mine for. Tax efficiency plus 1%. Because there are some goods where you don't. So like farming is basically obviously the crops and stuff. Cattle isn't like that. So you got like basically mining would be like our iron and coal, and farming would obviously be all of our wheat, but not our cows and lambs. So I don't think that actually gets a boost. But if you do straight RGO output, of course everything gets a boost. Oh! This also needs to be fixed because we don't have any cores in Polk yet. It's trying to get us to declare war. This is a thing. I'm going to disable that. We can declare war on California. I will not do that because they have currently 16 brigades. That sounds like it'd be not fun at all. So I'll wait until they go to war against somebody. American Republic is expanding. I don't know if we'll see a great power emerge out in the east again. It's possible. So yeah, we're at about 110,000 people now. So our population is growing fairly quickly, considering how small of a nation we are. It's not a ton. I mean, we're getting like 1,000 immigration. The rest is going from pops. That's of course also because we do have these buffs here in our capital in New Zion. Okay, so they are at war now. So they're at war with Texas, just Texas though. Texas does not have very many troops. So the Midwest Confederation will likely win. I don't know how they have so many troops. 60,000? That's like 9 or 10% of their population. It's a lot. Though this might also be because they're mobilized. No, they're not mobilized. They're not mobilized. I don't know. It's interesting. There are factories or railroads to expand over here. These areas are hills, which just reduces combat width, but this is a defensive bonus if we ever need it. Mining and farming output. I'll take it. Let's go straight back into commerce and do... Let's do this. Market regulation sounds like a good tech. We are currently a secondary power. And we could recruit our first troop. I'm going to make it a artillery unit. Because whenever we mobilize, we're going to have infantry units anyways. So we're going to work in that confine. Basically plan it in a way where we will augment our mobilized units with our standing army. So we'll make our standing armies pretty much purely artillery and dragoons, and use the mobilized units as troops, as infantry units, and that should help us basically have a larger impact as far as our army goes, despite our smaller size. So there we go. New Zion. First unit. Got the Great Salt Lake down here too. Let's build another railroad here in Prescott's up to level 3. And look, now we have military power over 2. Because we only have 1 brigade, that's pretty good. Okay, so we got the Plains Ozarkian War. Okay, so they actually are losing. This could be a very good chance for us to go ahead and go to war. Yeah, so let's go ahead and declare on to the California Republic. So declare war. Oh, we're gonna use the decision. Reclaim California occupied Deseret. And this gives us a reclaim California Deseret. So gives us a war goal. They can cut us down to size. The Midwest does join, but they're not gonna be able to do anything. There's no way. Let's go down to Las Vegas first. And we actually will send Jacob Potter. Can I get... Oh, Mosiah Jackson. Sorry. I just need super quick. Okay, you are going to be attacked right away, apparently. But we are in the mountains. We might be able to salvage this if we get troops to reinforce. There we go. Reinforced, and we should be able to win that. Even though we will lose some mobilized units. I'm still somewhat concerned, so I'm going to go ahead and head up there anyways. I'm going to redo... Let's do this. So you are retreating to Klamath Falls. I'm going to send you this way. While you stand here. And you continue to Southern Mojave. Mexico wants to ally. It's kind of funny because Mexico is actually a great power in this region. I would not mind being an ally. Okay, they annex Texas. But they may not survive this war. Yeah, I don't think they're going to survive this war. They have 0 units now. I want to acquire New Mexico. Take my cores back. All right, anyways, this episode's going to be a little bit long. I need to go pick up my pizza. So I'm going to go ahead and end this episode here in the middle of our war. So anyways, thank you guys all for watching. And I will see you guys next time. Bye. As always, please leave a like down below and consider subscribing if you would like to see more content just like this, more frequent uploads. If you have any suggestions, go ahead and leave a comment down below, and I'll see you guys next time.